This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Correale and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Welcome, Pete and Sebastian Show. A lot of time has lapsed between us doing shows. A lot of stuff has happened. And I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't looking forward to the show today, because what you'd said over text in regards to Hawaii, I'm really looking forward for the Pete Correale take on Hawaii.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you want to get into it. If you don't, I got a couple things that are burning my ass right now. But I thought it would be nice to start with your vacation to Hawaii. Your thoughts?
I am curious what's on your mind too, because it is a lot of aspects to it, but it's isolated, bro. When you're out there.
Well, let me, because we all love the travel tidbits of the Correale family. This was an undertaking. This was at least a 9 to 10 hour voyage to get there. Not that you took a ship, but anything happened on the plane, airport that might be prevalent to this story?
Nothing in particular on the plane, except for the fact that, it's just, we were in the back of the plane, and it's been a while probably since you're in this position, but when you're getting off a plane after a flight that long and you're passing every seat and you see the mess, I don't know how a flight attendant likes humanity at all. I mean, I don't know how any flight attendant looks at every single passenger as nothing more than an animal that was shipping from point A to point B. Let me ask you a question. What's your take on when a kid is kicking your seat? Do you address the kid or the parent? And how old does the kid have to be before you would address the kid directly? 18?
Well, I was going to say 6.
6. So at 6 years old, if a man leaned over and said to your daughter, "Stop kicking my seat, princess," you would just keep doing whatever it is you were doing?
Well, it's funny. I have a story that's associated with that, but I don't want to get off track here. If it's aggressive like that, then as a parent, then I go, "Hey, don't worry about it. I'll handle it, guy." That's how I would handle that. But if it's "Hey, sweetheart, you mind not hitting the seat?" That to me is a good addressing to a 6-year-old of how you could do that. If it happens after that, then I say the second time you go to the parent, you go, "Would you mind? I got a bad back."
Yeah.
So,
but see, this is the world we live in. Why do you got to add a fake bad back? Just tell your kid not to kick my fucking seat.
Because that's when the authorities are waiting for you when you land. That's your way.
You can't. God forbid you say anything to a child. There was a time in the 70s. My neighbor could, if he smacked me in the back of the head, my father would at least ask what I did and then determine if he's mad at my neighbor or me. You know?
Totally. We ain't living in the 70s, bro. This is 26.
Yeah.
And why did you go off on a child?
Well, it happened both ways. I got stuck with the kid kicking, and both times, ironically, there was a grandparent sitting with them, and the parents were somewhere else. But anyway, the second time was the worst one, and I turned around, and both times I addressed the grandparent. I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, she's kicking my seat." Or in the second time, I'm like, "I'm sorry, he keeps kicking the back of my seat." "Oh yeah, I'll take care of it. And he kept kicking it, and I was like, I don't. It was insane. It was like you're paying all this money, man, flying all this way, and this is happening. And then when we get to where we're going, she stands up and says, I'm sorry he was kicking your seat. And you're apologizing at the end of a 9-hour flight instead of doing something. I want to side off here. This is a big one. Nothing happened majorly on that flight, and we can get into Hawaii down the line, and there's some stuff to get into. But talking about flying, something happened to me that was pretty incredible, and I need to know where you're at with this. I'm flying home from Salt Lake. This is how long you and I have talked. I have the red eye. And I'm sitting down, and we're just about to take off, and then 4 more passengers get on. And it was me, a middle, and then the window was another guy. I'm like, this is beautiful all the way home. I got plenty of room. The 4 get on, and I'm like, I'm one of these assholes probably sitting here, of course. You know, you're just mad because they are. And you could literally smell them 10 rows away.
All right.
I can't breathe. I get up for him to sit down, and right before he sits down, 2 of them sit down up there, and I already smell them, right? And I'm looking at the people next to them going, there's no way you can do that. So this guy puts his stuff up here, and now his armpits are right here. Bro, it's like fucking smelling salts. I mean, it jarred me awake, bro. I get up to let him sit down. The smell is so bad. After he sits down, I don't even sit back down. I beeline it to the back of the plane for the flight attendant. They're announcing, everyone please get in their seats. We're getting ready to leave the gate. Like that was for me as I'm coming down, and I see her, and I'm like, I know, miss, just one thing. As I reach her, and this is why I love Delta, she goes, I know. That's what she said. I know. If you can just handle it, we're working on it. You're not the only one. And I was like, I'll try. I know, right? So United, forget it. They plant you down. They don't care. And then she goes, see me after we level out. And I said, okay. And I go back to my seat. The smell was so bad. There's a man on a red eye who has all 3 seats to himself on the other side of the aisle. That's a home run. That's like you won the lotto. He slides over to the window and says to me, sir, please. And I go, you don't mind? He goes, no, take it. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you.
Wait.
Yeah.
Where was he in relation to you? As far as like, is he across from you? Where is he? How does he know the smell is bad?
Because he's directly across. We're all in row 11. He's just on the other side of the aisle. Okay, and just getting to the other side of the aisle, like just all I did was get to the other side of the aisle. And the smell dissipated a little. The problem was you'd get 3 fresh airs, and then the 4th gulp you're getting. So it's like, just when you think, okay, I don't smell. Oh, I got one. You know, like that, which is almost worse than just having it the whole time. You know, it's like you think you're in the clear, and then all of a sudden, yeah.
Do you think you can, if you sat next to him the whole flight, do you think your nose would acclimate to the smell? Because sometimes, you walk into something that smells bad, but then you kind of just get used to it. And you're like, that's just the smell of the room. Or is it so pungent, it's burning your nose off? Like, what's the level of like when I smelled wolf urine. I remember I brought that wolf urine. I bought it to put it around the perimeter so it would get rid of coyotes.
Oh yeah,
it's wolf urine. I brought it on the show once. I smelled that, and it was like it went into my brain. I don't know if I could smell that for a flight. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing here. You don't think you couldn't take it for a flight?
No, and even if there was a point where you do get used to it, I would have already had a confrontation with him before that kicked in. You know what I'm saying? I probably already would have got, because I was already doing the Jesus Christ, like to myself with the thing up. So, it was the fact that a stranger who had 3 seats to himself on a red eye is giving me a seat. That's all you need to hear, right? That's like, taking water out of food out of your kid's hand to give to a stranger to eat. So anyway, we level out. She comes up to me and bends down with her back to him and says, I noticed that you moved when we leveled out. You want to stay there? We already moved 3 others and we can move you. And she goes, and she's talking lightly. He's sleeping anyway. And she goes, at the gate, we told the gate agent that it was a problem when they were getting ready to come on because we could. She's saying we smelled it then. And I just want you to know the gate agent said, I don't care. I don't care. They have a right to get on this plane. So, and I'm like, why is she telling me this? And then she goes, so when you get home, if you have a chance and you go into the Delta survey app to the comment, and I'm like, oh, yeah. Here we go right away. She wants me to, she thinks if enough people say people smell on the plane and the flight attendants are doing something about it, but the gate agents aren't, I don't know that that'll make a difference, but by the way, this gross part, I'm about an hour into the flight now, my new spot. I'm like, why am I not that comfortable? And I go, oh, my back pillow. Now, you've made fun of me before, but I fly with this. It was still, I had, once I got up from my seat, here's the thing too. The guy had the middle seat and I had the aisle, the guy with the armpits. So when I got up and moved across the aisle, he took the aisle seat on the other side, so he had space between him and the other guy. You know what I'm saying? So he like moved closer to me. So I turned to the other guy who let me in the aisle, and I go, I can't ditch this fucking guy.
So wait a minute.
Yeah.
He sat on your pillow?
He had my pillow.
Keep it.
Oh, God, bro, I can't throw it on my back. I know, but I cleaned it. I took the cover off. Jackie washed it in hot water.
Cover? Burn it.
Burn it, guy. I'm not going to the store getting another. I washed the cover. It doesn't matter. It's a pillow.
The cover? that thing goes right through the cover. It's embedded in the damn fabric that thing's. Smell it.
Oh, come on, bro.
I want to revisit, though, what you were saying about coming up the aisle and looking into what people do, like, you know, at the end of the flight. You ever come across a row and you look at the row and you can't even put it together what happened in the row? Like, normally you look down, it's like, oh, potato chips. You know, they had potato chips. And you look over and then they go, oh, probably had a kid who was ripping up paper. And then you come into an aisle, you're like, Jesus, did someone get mutilated in this? Like, you can't even tell based on what's on the floor what happened in the aisle. Did you see anything that was so foreign? Like, what did you see? Was it just a clop of shit walking up, or you couldn't make it out? What was...
You see chips on the ground. You see... And guy, I'm going to say it out loud. You get up to first class, nothing. Couple empty water bottles. It's a reflection of your income. It's what the seat looks like after you leave is usually a reflection of your income.
Well,
that's why when we're in the back. By the way, I don't know if you ever bought a plane with your miles. I cashed in my reward miles. Holy shit. I'm practically on the wing with a pair of goggles. My wife goes, why do my seats suck? I go, because I use my reward points. We're barely on the fucking plane. Second to last row. Jesus.
Oh, fuck, man. What a vacation.
Only one way. I only used them one way.
Because you didn't have enough points to get back.
No shit. Well, I mean, if you're not going to use the points, what's the second points? That's what they're there for, baby.
Well, the points are ridiculous. What you even get for the points? It's like $1 million. It's like $1 million miles for a round trip airfare ticket. You know, they don't even give you nothing.
No shit. You fly for 3 years straight, and they go, "You want a magazine subscription?"
So I'm not one of these guys that looks into how to use the points. You ever see these videos on Instagram? Like, hey, do you have American Express points? The best utilization of the points is you use them for international travel on airlines such as Emirates, Delta. Listen, guy, I ain't going through how to like maximize the benefits. Right. You could get cooking classes if you like. There's so many things you could do. I'm not reading the benefit pamphlet. Do you even know what you get?
Well, I stopped because I was like early on when I had flown for a long time. I'm like, hey man, I got a lot of points here. Let me see what I can get. And then when you go to see what you can get, it's like a magazine subscription to fucking, national, not much, but, I guess I had finally had enough points where when I went to book it, it was saying it would be this amount of points or money. And I'm like, why is it even telling me points? And I looked and I'm like, oh shit, I got enough points to cover half of this thing. But then you make a reservation with your reward points and then it says, now pick your seats. And they give you like 3 to choose from, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway.
So was there anybody on the plane that was dressed up Hawaii? Like with a lei or like, did you see a lot of that? Did anybody have leis on them?
Well, the two things, the one thing we always discuss, which it's just an ongoing problem is if you're going someplace where you wear flip-flops when you get there, you put them on when you get there, man. I just can't express it. I mean, I did that move, bro. I flew in cool boots, like shoe boots, landed in Maui, went to the bathroom, came out, and slapped on my flip-flops with my and said, let's go. And they all wear the Magnum Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah.
You know them like Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't understand either why when you're flying up to a place where it's majority of people going there are going on vacation, they did the clap when you land. Jackie claims it's because it's a far flight. She's like, when you go far, you clap when you land. And I'm like, I don't know why, because it's more dangerous because you went further. I don't know. We're so different than most people.
You don't clap, do you?
No, I don't clap.
And do you think people are watching you not clap on the plane going, do you think people behind you, if there was any, I know you were sitting in the bathroom, but if there was anybody behind you, do you think they would start clapping and look at you and go, oh my God, he's not clapping. Why am I clapping? Like, is that
no
the motivation for you to like set a precedent amongst the people around you?
It's the same thing I know that you do when you don't take the food when the airline snacks come around.
Is this the same thing?
For it. You're too cool for it.
Too cool.
Yeah. And whether you notice that or not is on you, but that's what I am, and I'm staying on brand. However, some of these people are clapping, and the men too. And what I find fascinating, like they don't even care that I'm not clapping. They're not like, what's his problem? They're just happy and they're clapping and they're so, like, they're like geeky, I guess. I don't know. And they're just happy people. And I'm like, should I just be that? Like, not mind waiting in a line. Don't get mad if someone cuts me. Don't get mad if my coffee went up $1 from last week. Just be happy. Like, would my life be better? Like, I mean, it just seems so fucking.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We would have a show. We
wouldn't, right?
The reason the show exists is because we're unhappy.
Yeah. But we're happy being unhappy. Wait till you hear me. I laid into this guy at 6:00 in the morning by the pool so loud. Jackie said she heard it from the room. Called him a dick face. Grown man with kids. Couldn't believe it.
Wait.
I was raging, bro. Okay.
You were raging out of bed? I mean, like normally people have a runway to rage, right? So for example, you get up, maybe you get ready, brush your teeth, you get in the car to go to work, right? And then you get cut off. And what the fuck, this guy cut me off. Then you get to work, there's no parking spot. Then you get into work, your boss yells at you. By 1:00, the next person that does anything to you gets stabbed. So that's like a runway to rage. You're telling me 6 a.m., fresh out of bed, you're already a dick face.
Listen, it's a 6:00 difference in time, so it's noon in New York. You know what I mean? Which is definitely, yeah. I know what you're saying about the buildup, but the buildup took over. Bro. You go on vacation, you go that far away, and you check in, and the place is a dump, and it pisses you off. I got hoodwinked. Okay. I thought I'd be outside swimming in the beach the whole time, and that maybe the lesser accommodations. It was a Sheraton, whatever, and it was like there's a Sheraton, a Hyatt, and all these, and it's like the best beach area. And the idea was just to swim for a week. And Sheraton had this cliff rock that you can jump off of, which we were all about. But the weather wasn't that warm, so you're kind of trying to figure out things to do, and the place. Bro, you check in and they have a glass wall in the lobby. So if you want to have a drink or a coffee, you can look out to the ocean, but you have to have a little wall. So it's just a little half glass wall. And it must have been a little loose. So they had 3 pieces of paper, like from a photocopy machine, which somebody had typed in big letters, "Do not touch the glass." And blue tape, that when you get to paint an edge, you put that blue tape up. They taped them up with that. And they were on the glass in the lobby where you sit with your drink to look out to the ocean after flying 9 hours and another 2 from my connect to Chicago. So I check in and I'm like, "Is the blue tape going to be up all week, you think?" And the guy's like, "Oh, I don't know, sir." Right away, he was stunned that I had a problem with that. I mean, I turned to Jackie. I go, "If this was my hotel, I'd pay a guy to work here to stand by the glass and just say, 'Don't lean on the glass, please,' until we fix it." Blue tape, bro, it's, right out of the gate, you see that and you're like, this place is gonna, So anyway, I'll just tell you the story about the guy.
How do you get to the pool?
The coffee comes out. It doesn't start till 6 a.m. I'm already up dying for coffee. So that's why you get pissed, because they don't even open for coffee until 6 a.m. There was one guy, big blue collar guy. He'd sit there 5:30 and just stare at the workers behind the counter until they opened. Like, because you're like, this is fucking all this money and I can't even get coffee. So I finally get my coffee and I go down to the pool at 6 a.m. Jackie's still sleeping, Sadie's sleeping. I'm just going to sit by the pool, sip my coffee, listen to some radio, and then, start the day in a little bit. It's not that big of a pool, like the way it's set up. So I go down there, and all the Chase Lounge chairs that wrap around the pool, like they got this arch going around them, and it looks out to the ocean. They all got a beach towel on them, right? So I sit down on one, and I take the beach towel, and I just move it over there, and I'm reading the thing. And then I get up, and I start walking away to throw some in the garbage. And there's a guy out on the beach, and he's walking over, and he goes, "Hey, don't move my towel." And I go, "Well, what do you mean your towel?" I'm yelling to him now. He's still out on the beach, but he's walking over. And I go, "What do you mean your towel?" It was just that the hotel puts them out. I was moving it to sit there. "I put those out." I go, you put out all these towels?" "Yeah." I go, "Yeah." I didn't even know the towel thing was open. And he goes to me, I got 11 people, man. And now there's somebody else standing over here. Goes, he's saving them for his friend. I understand that, sir. I go, "You got," and I yell to him as he's coming over. I go, "You're holding 11 seat Chase Lounge chairs?" And he goes, "Yeah, I have a big family." I go, "And you don't think that's fucking selfish?" "Well, I mean, come on, man." And he's still walking up. I go, 11? You're holding 11? Do you know how selfish it is, you fucking dick face? And I'm screaming at him. "You gotta be kidding me." And then the guy over here goes, "All right, easy, man, easy." I go, "This isn't insane to you?" I go, "The people you're with aren't even fucking up, guy. They're not even up. Stick it." And then I walk away. And Jackie goes, "What the hell was that all about?" And I tell her. So I'm so pissed. I come back down a half hour later, still pissed, right? Still up. And now his two girls, they got to be like 20, maybe 18. They come down, sand in their eyes, still in their pajamas. And they come down and they lay on the Chase Lounge chair. And I'm like, this guy literally called his family and said, "You got to get out of bed and come sit on his Chase Lounge chairs because this guy's losing his fucking mind at the pool. We're all going to be sitting in the sand if you don't get down here right now." So they come down and they're looking right at me and they're all half asleep, And I'm like, "Look at this slug." So then, a couple hours, I go back up, and then a few hours later, Jackie comes down. There's still like one or two. So we're sitting down, and I told her the whole story. And you see them, the whole family lined up, 11 chairs. And like at any given time, it was like maybe 2 of them sitting there. They just kept all this shit there. And then old people come walking by. Are there any Chase Lounge? It's just bullshit, man. And everybody else, again, happy life. I don't care. I can't do that. I can't do that. I get so pissed, bro. So now you got the blue tape on the glass, people taking shit. And I can't. Yeah. You know how it goes, bro. You're like the same way.
No, I get it. I think 11 is a little gross to be. The fact that like he set an alarm, like it just, I'm going back to the room where this guy got up. Like this was planned out the day before, where he's like, "Okay, guys, I'm going to get up at 5:30. I'm going to get those towels on the thing, so everybody has a chair." This was discussed. Yeah. That's my problem. Yeah. Like there was a discussion about this, and then this idiot got up at 5:30, and anyway, give me a description of the guy. What are we talking? Could you take him in the fight? It looks
like Frank from the Ocean Resort, just like Frank.
Okay, so just like that. older guy, like maybe 10 years older.
Older guy, and probably, I mean, like I said, I'm making fun of a hotel, but nevertheless, Maui's expensive anywhere, so the guy probably did well for himself. And my question is, do you think he told his wife that the guy called me a dick face?
Oh yeah,
like I don't think I tell my wife that. I think that'd be too.
No. If that happened to me, I tell Lana everything that just happened. I mean, this guy went up to the room and told his wife, "There's a psychotic at the pool." This guy, I don't know where he came from. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's mental.
Wow. I mean, but what's more crazy? Seriously, the guy getting pissed, yelling, "You're calling him a dick face," meaning me, or the guy that collects 11 towels the night before because the hut's not even open up yet, knowing I'm going to lay him out. And then you don't even add a paperback, a flip-flop, just 11 towels and walk away. Don't even. And so I thought it was like, oh, wow, what a nice hotel. They put the towels out at fucking 5 o'clock in the morning. No, it was a guy from St. Louis. Jesus.
What's more insane is that guy.
Yeah, that's what I think.
But nobody sees that. What they do see is a guy at 6 o'clock with a hot cup of coffee screaming at someone.
God,
on the
I love
beach.
That guy. I would love me.
I love to. I'm surprised the guy that was witnessing next to you, didn't high five you.
Right. Oh, well, he got a little lip too from me because he said, "Well, we've all kept chairs," and I said 11, and I go, "Nothing on them." I go, "You got to leave something, no? Not necessarily." I go, "No, you don't. You could just leave 11 towels on. Is that what you could do, guy? Is that what you could do?" And then he kind of like walked away. What the fuck you think? Bro, later on that day, some guy was having a heart attack down by the sand where you made fun of my sneakers, right over there. That was less interesting than me at 6 a.m. to have to guess.
Wait, did you see the guy have a heart attack?
Yeah, bro. He was in his 20s too. It was creepy, man. It was like it was like a drowning / having trouble. They were like, I mean, I'm my bottom line by the pool and someone's coming running up. Well, can anyone do CPR? Wow, my God, what the fuck? A couple of people jumped up and, again, Hawaiian time, about 10 minutes later, the paramedics show up walking. Listen, good luck if you get fucking something going on. It's Hawaiian time.
Well, is this guy in the water having a heart attack?
He was an Asian guy, and he was in the water. I think he was snorkeling. It's a very good, famous kind of snorkeling spot, and he was with his girlfriend or his wife. And by the time I kind of looked out there, he was on his side, and they were doing CPR, and she was crying. But he came to. And what's interesting is like, he kind of came to the point where it's like, you almost died, and now you can go have lunch. You know what I mean? There's no in between. You know what I'm saying, man?
Well, if you almost die like that, do you think the rest of the day is shot, or do you think you could just go on with your normal activities? Like if you have a heart attack in the water and then you pop up, everything's fine. Are you required to go to the room and just lay down the rest of the day, or do you go on your 5 o'clock parasailing appointment?
You know, I know, right? I shouldn't have called it a heart attack because they were doing the CPR and the pump, but I don't know if it was a heart attack or if it was a drowning, or maybe it was more of a drowning. But yeah, right? Exactly. It's like, almost died and now I'm having a fucking daiquiri. Even the guy who went back to play for the Bills that died, you know? I mean, I'd be in the huddle with him and going, bro, this time last year we were on a knee praying for you. You were dead on the 50. You gotta love modern medicine. Oh my God. If that game was in Hawaii, oh God, there'd be a memorial every year for him. He'd be gone. It was Maui too. All they do is fly you to Honolulu anyway. Anyway, what's eating you? Let's put that aside for a minute. It's a lot.
Well, speaking of dying, I had my blood drawn at the house. I had to get some blood work done. And woman come over and do it at the home.
That's interesting. Wow. I've never had blood drawn anywhere but a medical situation, like in a building with doctors.
Oh, no, they come.
Blood draw.
Yeah. They take it at the house. And she's packing up and she goes, do you mind if I just sit here for a second? And I go, this is like 7 o'clock in the morning. I go, yeah. All right. She goes, I'm just having some, oh God, I'm having some heart.
Oh my.
She starts crying. She's like, it just feels like a sword is going right through my heart. And now it's my back. It's my back. Right. And I go, oh, do you want some water? Now, could you explain to me? I think we've gone over this. Why is water like the end all be all to any problem that's going on in life? Why do we offer water? What is that? Could you explain it to me? Like, this woman's having a heart attack, and I'm asking her, "Do you want water?" What is water gonna do?
I don't know. I guess the reaction to the offer kind of gives you an idea where we're at. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if they go, oh, yeah, that'd be good. Then you go, okay, Jesus Christ, though we're having to call an ambulance. But if they go, what the fuck? I mean, already, is there a part of you going, oh man, I was 20 minutes away from this not being my problem?
You know what it did for me though is I'm not the guy you want around when you're going through a medical emergency. I don't have the instinct that you should have for someone in despair. So
No.
you know, she's sitting there and I'm looking at her going, fuck it. You know, like you know, like I should have got on a knee, maybe patted her on the back. It's okay. It's all right. You know, like that comfort. Instead, I'm like, you want me to call an ambulance? Because what the fuck am I going to do? You know?
I know. I would like to think if I'm in a situation where I need an ambulance, somebody's already calling one, not leaning into like wherever I am going, you want one? Yeah. I was like,
well,
do I look like I need one? Then call one.
That's a question. Like, are you supposed to ask somebody for an ambulance? Obviously, the person is like having a major event. They're not in any position to answer whether, go call one. But if someone is kind of struggling, still coherent, is the polite thing to do, you want an ambulance? Or do you automatically just go, I'm calling 911?
Yeah, I don't. Well, I mean, I don't know. And why do we ask anyway? Is it because I don't want to hit you? It's a cost.
So,
but if I didn't call it, if you called one for me, if I faint in a 7-Eleven, next thing I know I'm in an ambulance, I'll be like, I didn't call for this. Charge the 7-Eleven. You know what I'm saying?
And then she declined. No. Because she's a nurse. She's a nurse. She would know more than I do if she needs an ambulance, right?
Right. Yeah. Probably. I would think. Sure.
I'm just saying, like, yeah. This is her wheelhouse. This is the medical profession. Like, if a nurse asked me about joke writing, I would, like it's my world. I should know what to do, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
so if she's a nurse, she should go, call an ambulance right now. This is like this. She could maybe even tell me what the fuck's going on.
Right. What do you do too, by the way? Do we just dial 911 on our cell phone? Is that still what we do? I don't even know, really. It's crazy.
Yeah, I thank God, have never called 911. Have you ever had to call 911?
No, I haven't. I can't recall ever calling 911. I called poison control once. That's about it.
Poison control for what? What's that?
That's when you think you might have a poison problem. I was filling a Zippo lighter. I was filling a Zippo lighter with I used to smoke cigarettes, so I'm filling my Zippo with lighter fluid, and over the sink, and then over the sink was iced tea. And after I filled it, I did my hobby, and I'm all high, and then I'm drinking the iced tea, and I'm I'm not feeling good, and then I'm what the fuck? And Jackie was there, and I'm oh my God, remember when all the lighter fluid was dripping out? I think it was landing in my iced tea. So I look at the lighter fluid. It says, if you swallow this, call poison control, even if it's just a drop.
Wow.
So I called the lady. She was great. She walked me right through it, but no charge for that. That's the thing. If you feel like you're having a heart attack, can you call 911 and be I'm thinking I'm having one, but before you bring an ambulance and hit me with that charge, maybe I'm not. Can we talk it out? Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
I don't think 911 knows those. I don't think they're trained in that. I don't know, but thank God.
So what happened, man?
It passed. She was okay. And she left. Okay. But what it did for me is next time anything, God forbid, happens again, I have to be a little bit more attentive to the person that's going through that. Because I was frozen. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Water.
I don't know. I know, man. I mean, even when they said the guy needed CPR, I'm ready to run the other way. Not only am I not helping, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. Just bring it. It's frightening, dude. It takes and if there's blood involved, oh my God. If someone was stabbing and they need you to take your shirt off and put it on the wound, I'd be like,
what'd you think about the shirt though? I think you and I would think about the shirt we had on and go, I'm not fucking ruining this thing. Right? I mean, is that off? Is that so off? There's John Petrelli, our buddy Johnny.
Yeah.
He would strip naked and save the person with all he had on. Sock, tourniquets, the whole thing, right?
It takes a certain kind of person to do that kind of stuff, man.
No, it's really, either you got that or you don't.
Unbelievable.
It's in you. It's either in you or it's not in you. Would you rush to save somebody, or would you go, I don't know what I'm doing?
No, you get pulled into all kinds of liability. You touch a stranger if they're having an emergency.
Really?
Who gave him CPR? I did. You did it wrong. He died. What? The next thing you know, all rise.
Oh my God!
And you're in jail.
That time period, it's not even about helping them, no, but it's that short, hopefully short in America, time period before the ambulance arrives, and you're the only one there. That whole, you're going to be okay, you're going to be fine. That is where you feel you're maybe not up to par. I
feel I would run out of shit to say. I don't think I have enough to say between the time I call 911 until the ambulance arrives. I just feel like I'd be sitting there going, Jesus fucking Christ. Where is this thing?
Right? I mean, go like this. I don't know. We call him, Bobby, you made that. You did call, right? I'd be like, oh, man. Does it hurt? Are you all right?
How many times are you going to say, you okay? It's all right. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And then after a while, after 3 or 4 minutes of that, when you're just like, oh, man, it fucked up my day. I mean,
rush hour. He started. Oh God, that's unbelievable. That's what we had a garage sale one time and on a block, and I remember when the guy, a woman was leaving our garage sale, and when she pulled out down the block, you hear an accident. We all run down, and she hit a guy, and she was fine, but she was yelling. But the guy was bleeding in his forehead, and they got him out. My dad was there, and they like pulled him out and they laid him on the ground, and they're like, the ambulance is on the way, you're gonna be all right. He's like this, and he keeps yelling for his dog. I forget what his dog was. I'll never forget. My dad goes, forget about your dog, just stop moving, don't worry about the dog, because the dog jumped out the window and ran away when it crashed. Oh my God. So I could see doing that, right? Fuck the dog.
Be fucking yelling at the person that they're going through a struggle. It's funny, and I don't like to talk about dreams. I'm not a dream guy. And as soon, I think we talked about this before, but as soon as someone tells me they had a dream last night, and if it doesn't involve me in some certain way, like dying or anything like that, or like you were in the dream and it was so clear that you know, then I'm interested. But like if you tell me I had a dream and I was in a spaceship and then I went out to I tap out. But let me tell you the dream I had.
Interesting. All right.
What do you mean interesting? You want to hear people's dreams?
I mean, aren't they supposed to be things that dreams say a lot about what's going on in your life or something like that? Isn't that supposed to be a correlation? I mean, you wear the mood ring, you do all that other kind of stuff. You had someone come to your house to get spirits out. I thought maybe you'd give a shit about someone had a special dream. That's all.
I would think 95% of people don't want to hear dreams. I would think. You want to hear a dream? No. You don't want to hear a dream? No. I'm going to tell you a snippet of the dream, but I'm going to tell you what I thought in the dream. That's why I'm telling you this. I had a dream, talk about heart attacks, that Bill Gates had a heart attack. But he had a heart attack while he was watching a music event, like a concert. We were at a concert. And he had
Bill Gates at the concert?
I was there.
Cool.
He was sitting behind me. I turned around. He collapsed on the chair. The guy was done doing it was a jazz concert. The guy was done with the thing. He was having a heart attack, right? But he was clapping. He had the wherewithal to clap because the guy was done with the music, and I was sitting there looking at this going, Jesus Christ, the guy's so smart. He's still trying to behave normal like he normally would through a heart attack. And then I woke up. So,
see,
I don't know.
That's interesting, man. It shows that.
It's interesting because I had a thought about it. You know, I had a thought, like I was in the dream. I was there.
Right.
Thinking the way I normally would think.
Yeah. And like there's got to be something said for the fact that in the dream you had a better seat than Bill Gates. I mean, that's a psychiatrist would analyze that. Richest man in the world, 2 rows back.
Oh shit! Oh my god. Okay, so I wanted to ask you this.
Did you ever have, I just want to say real quick about dreams, like, did you ever have a joke that you came up with, you never said, and then somebody else did, and you're like, I should have said it. I just never, like, I one time thought, I've said it out loud, I love bad dreams worse than good dreams because I love when I wake up from a bad dream because it was not real. It's fantastic. Oh my God, I'm not arrested. And then Orny Adams said it, well, He said it well. I mean, he didn't paraphrase. He did a nice bit about it and gets a big laugh. And it's one of those, what the fuck? Good for him for actually bringing it to the stage. Damn.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, many a times. I want to ask you about purchasing a vehicle, car. Not you, but let's say somebody close to you. I'm going to say your brother. If he buys a car, do you think that's something that he should tell you as soon as he buys it? Or if he comes to visit you in Rochester and he pulls up in a new Cadillac and you go, the fuck is it? Nah, I bought it 4 months ago. Is a car purchase something that you should tell somebody as soon as it happens? Like, for example, your brother, your in-laws, your sister. Is that something that is newsworthy?
That's great. I don't know, bro. Like you said earlier in the show, it's not like the 70s, man. In the 70s, any family, my mom would get off the phone because, your Uncle Mike just got a new car and he was calling to tell me about it. Like, you'd almost have a party to show the fucking car. People come out to the drive. Everyone would come out to the driveway. We put money in the, we throw the coins into the car.
Yeah.
But like any car. Now, I don't know. Depends on the personality. I was getting the Tahoe. I make a big deal out of it and this and that. But my brother he must have had 6 minivans that have come and gone that I never even fucking knew about. I wouldn't even know if his car was new when he pulled up. Like, it's just a mundane thing, you know? And he don't make a big deal out of it.
I don't know. I just think a car purchase, I think, is like a moment for some reason. Like,
I do too.
And again, in the 70s or the 80s, whenever you bought a car and you're like, "Would you come on over and see the car? Or I'm going to come by with the new car." That was like a thing.
Yeah.
Now I just feel that not so many people are sharing that type of information. It's just, I bought a new car. Like my sister, the reason my sister got a new car yesterday, and I knew every step of the way that I'm going to get the car. I got the car. I'm bringing back the car. It was like here's a picture of the car, right? It was like I was living it with her, but I don't know how common that is.
Wow. I mean, you guys have a close relationship to begin with, but I don't know if it's that common anymore. Like, what kind of car, do you mind me asking?
Is a Hyundai.
A Hyundai. That's not common. Like, I'll say it with my Tahoe, I'll talk about it, but with the Roo, I feel like it's more of we just don't do that anymore. It's like almost like you have to have, even with the Tahoe, it's like nobody cares. Like if you get a Porsche, if you get a car that no one has, an electric car, but a regular car, people don't do that anymore. It used to be a big deal. I don't know why it's not anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, I was wondering as this was happening to me, I was wondering if this was something that is common or someone doesn't, like you get a car, you just get a car, you just go on with your life. You don't make an announcement to your family.
Hyundai's a solid car though, man.
Hyundai's a good car. You get a lot for your money, a lot of value in a Hyundai.
I'm actually getting a new Roo as we speak, bro. Wheels are in motion.
Now, how does a Correale go about getting a Roo? Do you go to the Roo dealership, or you buying? How do you buy it on a website? What do you do?
My guy Matty Bebo, who sold me the Tahoe, he opened up a Subaru dealership as well. And we had a whole thing we were going to do where at the end of the tour, I was going to drive in with the old Roo and then drive out with a new Roo. This past weekend, I was playing in Cleveland, and I stopped at a rest stop. And I don't know how well you remember, but Jackie had backed the Roo into a snow pile, and my door, she jammed it the wrong way. And it's been a mess ever since. It's really a problem. And it makes a big creaking noise, and it's not working so well. So when I stopped at a rest stop in Cleveland, I got out, and I couldn't close it. I couldn't get it back closed. The bar thing was so messed up in it. And I'm like, dude, oh my God, am I going to have to drive all the way to Cleveland holding the fucking door? So I had to climb out to the passenger side, walk around, and like a linebacker, hit that shit closed. Then I climbed back in, I drive I'm playing at the Hana Theater in Cleveland. And the guy, Tony, who runs the back place, he's like, park in the back. When you get there, I'll wave you. If you're going to park on the sidewalk right next to the fire escape. So I parked there, and he's got me so close to the fire escape that my passenger door is practically touching it. And he's like, you're good right there. I roll down the window. I go, Tony, my door's fucked up. I can't open the door. I got to get out on the passenger side. I can't be this close to the thing. He's like, all right, move it up. So then I got to climb over the console to get out. It's so embarrassing. Jackie's like, you're playing a theater in Cleveland and you're climbing out of the side of the fucking Subaru. So I called Matty Bebo the next day. I'm like, let's put the wheels in motion, bro. What do you got on the lot? And I already picked one.
Oh, man. I'm with Jackie here. And we talked about this earlier in the year about you pulling up to the shows in your own vehicle. And you didn't know whether or not that was show business or not. Now this is another level when you're fucking coming out of the trunk because your fucking doors don't open, bro.
Crowd don't know that. Crowd don't know that, though.
But no, this guy's gonna tell the next comedian that comes in at the hot. He's gonna go say, man, Correale a couple weeks ago, fucking guy crawled out of his car through the fucking side door.
Actually, the crowd does know, bro. I told them. Yeah, shit. Say Correale. I don't know, man. Yeah, so so we already picked it out, and but that's how I do it. I'm going Rue again. I toyed with electric, and then he gave me the pros and cons, and I'm out.
All right. That is it here for the Pete and Sebastian show for today. Thank you again for listening to our
This is the regular show.
This was our regular show. We will do
this is the last regular show before the switch over.
This is the last?
Last one that'll go out as normal.
Okay, so this is this is the last Pete and Sebastian show. We are moving over to Sirius XM Radio. You could catch us there, but this is the last show. Got to tell everybody out there that's been listening for what 13 years we've been doing this. 12. How old is Sadie?
13
years. Again, we're not saying goodbye. We're just saying, hey, we're moving. We're moving within the neighborhood to a bigger house. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So our thanks goes out to all the listeners, all the viewers over the years. We will continue to bring you comedy at its highest level over at Sirius XM. Channel 99, Sebastian's Comedy Radio. So check us out.
All right.
over
And
there.
listen, still to be heard, still to be found. It's not like it's all of a sudden it's impossible to get. It's the Sebastian show, but it's still it's not a death. This is an exciting, very mellow. Very mellow. It's exciting. The opportunity with guests and
that's why we got you. That's why we got you. You bring the excitement. I bring this.
Yeah,
it's like fucking death. So
it's a new car. It's a new car.
It's a new car.
Yeah,
it's a new car, and we're gonna be excited to fucking drive it. How's that?
Here we go. Boom. Perfect. All right. Here we go, man. To 13.
You got it.